Eimear Quinn returns to Ennis this evening for what should be a magical concert at St. Columba's Church here in Ennis, and she'll be joined by the Mamisa String Quartet and the guitarist Robbie Overson, which should prove to be an unforgettable evening in one of the county's most atmospheric venues. And Eimear and Robbie join me this morning. Eimear, welcome back to studio.
Oh, it's great to be here, Alan. Fantastic. We just came on the road from Kinsale. We were in Kinsale last night, so we had a lovely drive across this morning.
Lovely. And tell us about returning to St. Columba's Church.
Yeah.
What is it about that venue, and particularly at this time of year, and the kind of the Christmas concerts you do, and what makes St. Columba's an apt venue, an appropriate venue for that kind of performance?
Gosh, well, there's so many things that make it appropriate, actually. But obviously, there's a sacred content to the concert because it's Christmas music. So to be able to sing in a sacred space, these places, they were built for raising your voices and raising your voice in music. So the acoustic is just superb. And it's the intimacy of it as well, though. You know, it has, I don't know, if you've never had a chance to go to St. Columba's, even if you can't come tonight, go any day to go to the church. They're Reverend Vicky, Alan, Nigel Bridge, they're all so welcoming. They'd love to welcome you in to even visit the church and go and see the icons at the back of the altar. They're absolutely gorgeous. We have one to St. Columba, but we also have one to St. Bridget there, which is really beautiful. But they have chandeliers inside. It's just it's very unique. It's a very unique space, and it's just an absolute pleasure to make music in. It really is.
And of course, churches, I'm a terrible singer. You are the complete opposite end of the spectrum, but acoustics are important to a singer, particularly one with I hope you don't mind me using the word ethereal. I don't get to use it often, so I enjoy it. And it's such an ethereal voice as your own. The acoustics of a church must really welcome that opportunity just for the voice to resonate in that kind of cavernous setting.
100%. I'm really in my happy place making music similar. And we do have a sound man there because we have string quartet and we have a guitarist. We want a balanced sound, but it's really only literally just to lift and balance the acoustic itself. Just makes the whole thing just so immersive, because you don't really feel like something's on a stage. And if you're sitting in the audience at a concert in a church, you feel like you're in the middle of the music. It's gorgeous, yeah. It's
going to be quite packed, and obviously the audience, but the performers, there'll be you, there'll be Robbie, there'll be Mamisa String Quartet, LOINNIR, the choir as well, the Clare Youth Chamber Choir are going to be performing on the night. They did very well at the Derry International Choir Festival as well, so all in all should be quite a special occasion. How did that particular collaboration come about?
So that actually very recently, Fiona Walsh, who founded the Chamber Choir, it's an amazing initiative from her because she felt that there just wasn't that outlet for teenagers who are looking to be involved in that kind of music. And so it's a county-wide project, the LOINNIR Chamber Choir, and it's really for teens, who are interested in chamber choral singing. And so she reached out to me, she said, they'd come second in Derry and that they were preparing 2 pieces for Christmas and that they really wanted the opportunity to perform them, and she thought that maybe my audience would enjoy hearing them. So she has them prepared and they're going to come and they're going to open the show for us tonight. There'll be 12 young singers there, and I can't wait to hear them. Yeah. Okay,
that should be a great way to kick off the night. And last time you were in, you were kind enough to bring a copy of Songs of Winter Dreaming with you, which I still have, so thank you for that. But this time of year, that kind of music, you really gravitate towards it, and I'm sure you're going to be pulling quite a few selections from that for this evening.
Yeah, that's actually my second collection of winter and Christmas music, because I had another one called Oh Holy Night back in 2007. And I guess, listen, I grew up in church music. That's where I grew up. So I think no more than any of us, this Christmas music is kind of in our DNA, really, and I think that what's really special about it is that we tend to drop our guard a little bit this time of year, particularly when it comes to the music, and allow that kind of sentimental gland to open and just feel things deeply, and the music is a way into that kind of feeling. And I often find the concerts for all of us on stage, but also for everyone in the audience, become quite emotional, in a sense of, and not a sadness, just a release, and music is a wonderful way to kind of help you pare back. And so the music is in all of us, but for me particularly, I guess, growing up in choral and in church music, Christmas carols were always the highlight of the year, you know.
So 2 Christmas themed albums. Any chance of a third? You're going to really take on Michael Bublé in that Christmas music market? He's the heavyweight, but I think I think you're more talented.
Oh, go ahead. I listen. Michael Bublé to be on my Spotify too. You know, absolutely, he's everywhere and very well merited. Yeah.
Before your performance, and very much looking forward to that. Don't worry, Robbie, we'll get you to do something there. He's just I do want to ask you about Eurovision, of course. Ireland, it was one of 4, but Iceland have since pulled out. Won't be participating next year because of Israel's continued participation. Now, I did, kind of in jest, but I wonder if it will become a reality. Said you're Ireland's last Eurovision winner and could be the last ever. What do you make of that situation? And would it be sad if whether we never participated again, if we eventually go back but never win again? But also, I said, could stand to you in perpetuity, you would hold the title, Ireland's last ever Eurovision
that
winner.
Would become a very heavy crown. No, I'd
a millstone rather than a milestone.
I'd willingly pass it along. Listen, younger artists need an opportunity to shine, and it's actually one of the few international platforms that artists get to stand up and shine. So please God, there will come a time where we feel it's appropriate to return. That would be really great. It's a great opportunity for the arts and for young songwriters and music makers in the country. So
I sense you're glad that your experience at Eurovision came at a more politically serene time.
Yeah, listen, when you look at things and you look at world affairs now, you realise, we can become complacent and think that these peaceful times are going to last forever. But then you remember that the origin of Eurovision is actually after the Second World War in the 1950s, where it was an effort from the broadcasters to try and kind of create
continental harmoniousness.
Exactly. So these things are cyclical. Unfortunately, we're living in extremely troubled times. And sometimes music can be solace, so very, very grateful to have music in my life right now.
Well, if you wouldn't mind delivering a performance that will soothe our souls during these troubled times, I would appreciate it. What are you and Robbie going to perform for us?
Well, I think we were just sitting in the car wondering, we have some gorgeous stuff that we just do with piano and guitar, but I think what everybody enjoys hearing is O Holy Night.
Ah, lovely.
So, yeah.
Okay, Robbie and Eimear, take it away in your own time, folks.
Stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Saviour's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error burning, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth. Ethereal of hope, the weary world rejoices beyond our breaks. And oh, and glorious morn, fall on your knees, oh, angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night. Oh, we're finishing there. I forgot. I thought we were keeping on going.
I was just following instructions.
I'm frogs from the car trip as well.
Well, if you
do we have enough
frogs,
time? Will we keep going?
Unfortunately, we're out of time. But if that was you having frogs, Eimear, I mean, you're hitting notes there the rest of us could only dream of. That was wonderful.
Oh, night,
And a few pinched harmonics from Robbie. Lovely. Brilliant stuff. There will be a more joined up performance of that this evening along with other performances.
Definitely far more polished.
At St. Columba's Church. What time do doors open?
So doors, I guess, around 7:30 or so. For people who like to be extra comfy, bring a cushion if you're a seasoned church concert goer. There's still limited spaces available. Okay. Yeah, but it's quite full. But you can get, if you're anxious, you can have a look online before we go. But otherwise, we have lovely Dan Byes who's on the door, and he'll help you out. Yeah.
Snap them up, folks, while they're still going. A listener here says on 086 1800 964. Morning, Alan. Always tuned in. Glad to hear that. Can't wait for Eimear's show tonight in Ennis. Really looking forward to it. Happy Christmas, says that listener. So there's someone who's going to be bringing their cushion along for it. Eimear, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Robbie, thank you very much. Eimear Quinn and Robbie Overson with us on Morning Focus.